Good afternoon, everybody. It's August the 10th, 2023. Haven't put a video up in a while on my YouTube page. I kind of stepped away from politics for a while. But I decided, of course, after a bunch of calls and a lot of people getting in touch with me, I decided it was time to at least take a small step back and point out some information that many of our Republicans, especially in Surry County, need to know. And it's regards to the censorship of Randy Moore on the Mount Airy City School Board. There's a lot of misinformation being pushed by the lunatics at the top of our party, saying that Mr. Moore's First Amendment rights were violated because he was censored for an image that was put on his Facebook page. Of course, they all do this without researching the facts. They don't know the law. They've not studied it. All they do is, and I'm going to say it, I won't go as deep into describing it as I would like, but one of them will light a pile of crap on fire, and the other remaining few will dance around it till the fire burns out. And that happened with the Coke machines in Dobson and in county buildings and some other things, 4 or 5 other issues. Somebody lights the pile of crap on fire and the rest of their little clique dances around it till the fire burns out, never accomplishing anything. But anyway, what I'm going to do is share some information for those who want to know the facts and want to know the truth, where you can research for yourself without having to listen to information secondhand, gossip, and extremist opinions. And so at the top of this video, I will share it on Facebook. And so there should be some links to the school board agenda where he was censored up here in the comments, as well as a link to a Supreme Court case I'm going to mention. Anyway, as far as the First Amendment violation, in March of 2022, conservative Supreme Court ruled, and it was actually almost an identical case, where a school board member was censored and filed a lawsuit against the school board saying that their First Amendment rights were violated. And this is March of 2022, and it was, I think it was Houston Community College or Houston School Board v. Wilson, if you want to look it up. Of course, the link will be up top. And the Supreme Court, in a unanimous decision, 6-0, that was before Biden's appointee was approved of the court, so the court was sitting with 6 members, still the majority conservative, ruled that the censorship did not violate any First Amendment rights of that school board member. Just like the one that Mount Airy City School Board issued didn't violate Randy Moore's First Amendment rights. And they're even calling a meeting, the head of our Republican Party and assistant chairman calling a meeting tonight and basically demanding that the Republican school board members show up and defend why they violated Randy Moore's First Amendment rights. Of course, they know the law and know their rights. It would do well that if our Republican Party would study before they start chirping the facts of situations. And I want to assure you, they don't represent the majority of our Republican Party. The biggest part of this Republican Party has some little bit of common sense and apply rational common sense and facts to situations rather than just rhetoric and screaming like a kid who didn't get a candy bar at the candy counter at the store when they go shopping with their parents. But anyway, first of all, I'm not meaning this to bash Randy Moore. Certainly, mostly out of respect for Danny Moore, a good friend of mine, Randy's brother, good friend of mine I've had for a long time since he worked at Bray's Recapping. But and it's not any reflection on anything Randy Moore might have done before he was on the board. That's irrelevant. All that matters is what he's done while he's serving active member of the Mount Airy School Board. And I will tell you, this censorship based on the image that he posted, which I'll also share a link to the Mount Airy News article for anybody that's not familiar with that article and the image that he shared. First of all, that image, I asked many conservatives, I said, if this were the other way around, and for you, those of you who don't know, it had a figure colored in American flag, kicking a figure covered in a rainbow flag in the stomach, showing violence. I mean, showing kicking and it was reflective of when Gay Pride Month or whatever switched over to July. And so anyway, I asked several conservative people that had brought it up. I said, what if it was the other way around and it was a pride flag figured person, colored, kicking an American flag person in the stomach, and it was the American flag person getting assaulted by the flag, pride flag colored person. Oh, 100% wouldn't stand for that and wouldn't go for it. And I said, so, but you expect it to be okay the other way around? Nobody could give an answer, and everybody agreed. And also I asked many conservatives, and what people would say liberals or Democrats, apart from the image that was posted along with what he said, would you have any issue with what was posted? 100% of those said no. Without the image, we wouldn't have cared about what he had said. That, but the image is what set it off, kind of. So basically everything points to the image, and it was one-sided, and it did reflect an action against anyone who uses a pride flag to represent themselves. I disagree with that because we're all Americans. I hate it when it's divided. I don't support that agenda, but I'm not going to promote violence against any individual. I will in defense of individuals, however. But anyway, Randy posted the image, got censored. Everybody says they would agree if it was the other way around and it was an American flag draped person being assaulted, they would have been upset about it. And they didn't have an answer. And also, the only words that he said that they had issue with, I think, along with posting of that photo, was the first three words, meant to warn. Meant to warn, with that image below it. So, and the school board, and I will also share a link to the code of ethics that the school board members vote on every year. And Randy Moore, and they were voted in place unanimously. And Randy Moore voted to implement those board of ethics, which is what Randy Moore violated. And specifically, I think it was board policy 1100, 1710, and 2120 that were mentioned in the censure thing that he violated. So I will share all of the links to that information so you can research yourself and form your own opinion. Don't listen to all the crazies and lunatics around you. And anyway, one final thing. They're also attacking, and the board voted unanimous to censor Randy Moore, and we have 5 Republicans on the school board now. Since the school board has been partisan, we have 5 Republicans on the school board, 1 independent and 1 Democrat. Unanimously, all 7 or 6, whatever, Randy didn't vote, of course, so 4 Republicans, Randy wasn't there, 4 Republicans, 1 independent, and 1 Democrat voted to censor Randy Moore. So it's not a Democrat thing, it's not a liberal thing. And I will tell you, the information I have, and I agree with it after talking to several people, some of these people that are jumping on Randy Moore's bandwagon, or these, whatever, the ones that dancing around the fire, are blaming Tim Matthews, the board chairman, for initiating all of this. I will tell you, in good faith and in good confidence, the Republicans wanted Randy Moore gone from the board. They wanted him to remove him from the board, and it's my understanding that Tim Matthews, some of the Republicans, I'm not going to say all of them, but it's my understanding, and I take it in good faith from the sources I talked to, Tim Matthews was the calming voice that said, whoa, let's back up, calm down, and let's handle this, professionally. So to attack somebody without knowing that fact, just because they're a registered Democrat, is crazy. But anyway, unanimous vote. It was a unanimous vote on the Supreme Court that censoring a school board member, is not a violation of their First Amendment right, which is what this group of Republicans, is the little pile of crap fire that this group of Republicans at the top of their party in Surrey County are dancing around right now. I'm a registered Republican, strong conservative, but I also support the truth in all situations, no matter where it comes from. I'll share the links up top, and you can check it out yourself and form your own opinion. Don't listen to the crazies in our county. God bless everybody.